So I'm live. That was easy. So earlier on in the week, I joined a group called the Cup Half Full Club. Anyway, John Hawkey is a gentleman who runs that group, who invited me to it, and I posted as my hello my little meme, which is a photograph of Filey Beach in North Yorkshire, or in the East Riding as we used to call it, of Yorkshire, and it's just sand and sea, and I put up the caption, the words that I thought were probably some of the most profound words I've ever said. I'm not known for brevity. I'm not known for saying things quickly and succinctly. I am the one why I use 24 where 24 words where 100 will, we can't get away with doing 100. So this brief statement that you can read as the title of this video, this live, is "It is enough." I'm going to bring it down now. It is enough just to be. And I thought, I've said something really profound here, and I was quite pleased because at the beach, as the waves are coming in and touching the sand and the shoreline, there is, I'm sure you've met with moments like that, serenity and peace and beauty. And there are other times when you can stand at the edge of the water, and it can be quite frightening because the winds are blowing, there's a huge swell in the waves, and you can be quite frightened by the power of nature. But on this particular day, when I took the photograph, there's just a gentle lapping in of waves onto the sandy beach, beautiful blue sky. It looks Mediterranean even though it's Filey, and I looked at it and the words came to me: it is enough just to be. And then John challenged me, John Hawkey. He said, I was reflecting the other day on just what it is that makes a happy and contented life. Not an easy answer, and obviously there will be many different answers. Is it enough just to be? Or does there need to be a sense of achievement, or a sense of completing a journey, or something else? So, hi there, Tracy. I'm waving back. It says that you're waving. So, as far as my declaration, it is enough just to be, what did I actually mean by that? I think I was referring to a moment, like I was saying, where you just stood there at the water's edge and the gentle waves are rippling in, and you're breathing in the sea air, and everything's right in the world, blue sky, no clouds, just beauty. You and nature together in a moment. Just being there was enough. I didn't need anything else. I needed to get there, I suppose, or else I couldn't have stood on the beach. But once I got there, just to be alive, just to be someone who's enjoying the beauty of nature, that was enough for me. And I said that if you look behind that, it is an acceptance of where we are in life that is our enough. So if you accept where you are, that's what made that beach moment so amazing to me, because I was at peace. And okay, there's all the things that, I had to fill the car with petrol, I had to, diesel actually, dirty diesel, to get to the seaside. But once I was stood there, I was totally content with my life. This is how I would like my life to be. Therefore, I am happy with what I've got in this moment as I'm stood on the beach and the waves are coming in. And by saying it's an acceptance of the moment that makes it enough just to be, then surely my answer, the logical continuation of that thought pattern, is that if I'm content in the moment, for whatever reason, if I'm content in the moment, hi there Tracy, I'm waving back. If I'm okay in the moment, then it doesn't really matter what's happening around me. I don't need the beach if I can find that contentment in the moment. And Leah's watching. Hi there, Leah. So I don't really think it matters. You can be in the most dire of circumstances. You can feel really sad, overwhelmed with grief even. Everything can have gone wrong in your life. But if you can find that peace within, that contentment, that acceptance of what's going on, not fighting against the things which are happening around you, just say, and we've got, I can't read now. Dolma waving, so I'll wave back. I just think that if you are able, in whatever circumstances you find yourself in, to be content, that you are at peace. And as far as John Hawke's ideas, I get it, I understand what you're saying. Is it enough just to be, or do you need a sense of achievement? Well, I didn't need a sense of achievement on that beach. I was okay, you know, I just felt at peace. I suppose there was a sense of achievement that I'd got there, that I'd driven there, but as soon as I got there, I was at peace in that moment. So do you need a sense of achievement? I don't think so. Or a sense of completing a journey. Well, I did complete the journey to the beach in the car, but really, I'm just using that as an example. Hi there, Rebecca. I'm just using that as an example that the contentment itself is the enough. It's not how you get to that contentment. It's experiencing contentment in any way, shape or form it arrives in your world, and then practicing it, and then being able to go there in your thoughts, in your heart, in your emotions, at any time. And I find that I can do that even when I'm not on the beach. I can just take a deep breath and then breathe out gently. And I'm fine. I'm really at peace. And sense of achievement? No. That doesn't do it for me. A completion of a journey? No. Somebody once told the story about one of these yogis in I think it might have been George Harrison, whose birthday it was this week, that he said this man took all these drugs, like a year's supply, and just swallowed them. And they're all watching to find out what's going to happen. Is the guy going to die? Is he going to go weird? He just carried on talking normally. He said, you don't need to take a train to New Delhi when you live there. So if you find a place of peace in your heart, it's not down to achievement, in my view. This is only my view. I'm just putting it out there for anyone else to decide whether they agree with me or not. But it's not to do with a sense of achievement or completing a journey or something else. What it is, it's just being content in the moment with yourself. It is enough just to be. And it's to quieten down the mind. The mind, it's like buzzing away on what happens, you know, what we're having for tea and and what's happening tomorrow, and have I got all my plans in place, and can I do everything that I'm supposed to be doing? And it's continually asking you questions. If you can silence those questions, and maybe not actually to go to the beach, but just to close your eyes and imagine that you're there. I don't know if you've got a shell that you've brought back from the beach. You can listen to it, can't you? You can hear the waves in the shell. If you put it to your ear, just imagine that you're there and that you're at peace. And I think more than anything, that's what people need right now. All of us, me included, all of us have been struggling with the pandemic, with COVID, and there's all been the political side of it, for vaccine, against vaccine, whatever it is. People just find something to be anxious about, fearful of. And the answer isn't to be found in asking fear-inducing questions. It's about silencing the mind and finding peace and contentment in the moment. And you can do that just by looking at the, in your mind's eye, at the beach. I'm looking at the photograph. I took the photograph. I'm going to post it underneath the video when I finish. I think it's one of the most lovely photos I've ever taken. I can hardly speak, can I? But I can be there just by looking at the photo. So maybe you've got some holiday snap, and you can, or some other memory on a photograph where you can focus in on that and just remember what it was like to be in that place at that time and enjoying your life, because there's so much going on around us. This pandemic, as I was just saying, the pandemic is weighing heavily on people's mental health and making things very difficult for many of us. Even the ones with big smiles on their faces, they're struggling too, unless you take the time to realise that the very fact that you're here, the very fact that you're alive, the very fact that you woke up this morning and that you've got clothes on your back, a roof over your head, and food in your belly, that's as good as it gets. You know, you could live in a millionaire mansion, you could have a private yacht, you could have all the things, all the trappings of the material world. But if you're not content in your heart and grateful and thankful for the things that you have got, life and breath and family, and even if you can't see them in person, you've got people who love you, people who care about you. Isn't that enough just to be? So yeah, I don't mean to belittle anybody else's opinion of is it enough just to be, but I am here explaining myself what I meant by that. I'm not saying I'm correct, but I do believe that maybe, just maybe, these words of mine just now will be of help to someone who just cannot find that peace that they want to find. And all I can say is thank you for watching, thank you for listening, thank you for giving me your kind attention. I do hope that what I've had to say has been of help to you. Please comment, please let me know what you think to my Facebook Live today. It is enough just to be.